Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Great Awakening Generator. I'm your host, Rose McNair, and I have with me Claudia.
Good morning. My name is Claudia.
Wonderful, wonderful to see all of you again today, and thank you so much for joining us. Well, Sunday. I hope you've had a good week, Claudia.
I have.
Okay.
I think this channel is providing as much growth for us as for our viewers. So it's been interesting.
Yes, some of the feedback I got from people directly have been that too, that it's great and they're enjoying it. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for commenting to us directly. Nice if you can like and comment on YouTube as well. That would be really good. So today we're going to get into it. And we're going to get into it in terms of we are obviously conscious of our time and we want to make sure that we give you something that is robust for a period of time that you have the time to listen to and appreciate, as in that it's not long-winded is what we're saying, not appreciating. It's not what we mean. Okay, I've got myself in a bind again, can you tell? Too many words. Okay. So Claudia, do you want to say anything before we start with the light language?
Yes, so I would like everyone to draw their energy into themselves by closing their eyes. Please all close our eyes and connect with the pure divine light by calling it in. And first of all, we're going to see it, the pure divine light coming down through all our upper chakras, into the tops of our heads, through our crown, filling our whole physical and energy bodies with pure divine light. Take a deep breath. And now we're connecting with Mother Earth, seeing the roots grow out of the soles of our feet, through our Earth Star chakra, all the way into the core of Mother Earth, connecting with her crystalline core and seeing her warm, loving energy rising up through our roots, up through our Earth Star chakra, coming in through the soles of our feet and mingling with the light of the pure divine that is all through us. And we can see both energies and forces working through us, clearing our energy fields and filling us with the love and support. Take another deep breath. And feel really strong within yourselves before we start. Thank you.
Thank you, Claudia. Right. So that was beautiful. It was good. It's a lot of energy here. Yeah. So it feels a little bit quiet today. And I have been feeling the quietness of things and in my space. And I don't know about anyone else, but we could probably have all sorts of energies, feelings in our energy at the moment, right? Because there's a lot going on. I had a dream last night that Claudia had come to visit me in Auckland. So Claudia is in Nelson, which is on the South Island, and I'm in Auckland, which is in the North Island. So she's in the northern part of the South Island, and I'm in the northern part of the North Island. So okay, we got the direction right. I had a dream she'd come to visit me with her mother, and they were visiting. They surprised me. I hadn't cleaned the house or anything, and I thought, oh my gosh, I've got visitors, and I haven't cleaned the house. And then I was thinking they went off to do something, and I thought, okay, let me see what I can do here to show them around, because this is where I live is quite beautiful, and the scenery. I mean, New Zealand is generally beautiful everywhere, but I find my neck of the woods really beautiful. I'm quite partial to it. And as I was doing this, there was a man in my house, and this man seemed to be a tribal man. I don't know where he comes from. I don't know, but he came in and he was there, and I felt like, oh, is he Claudia's dad? Is he a grandfather? But then I got a grandfather energy about him. And as he said to me, I went away and I seem to have come back. I was still pondering what I would feed them for lunch, what I would cook for them for lunch. What can I make for them? I mean, it's easy. I had some ideas. And he had prepared a meal for us when I came back into the kitchen. And he said, this is a tribal meal. This is a traditional meal. I've got heat in my palms as I speak this. And as he walked away, he said, I've done the food and now you can carry on. And he walked away, and I can see him, like skipping away and then pirouetting on and turning to me. And as he looks at me, he looks like the man who from the movie, The Fiddler on the Roof. He's dressed like him. Very Eastern European, isn't it? That man he was Jewish, and he had an Eastern European, and he was a farmer, wasn't he? And he left one place and he went on to another place with his family. So I feel like there is a traditional energy with us this morning. My dreams always mean something. If I remember them, I dream a lot. We all dream a lot and we don't remember them. But when I remember a dream, it means something more than what is there. There's always a thing. So I want to welcome the energy that has come in the middle of the night to give us support this morning. I don't know what we would call him, but perhaps I'd say it's the fiddler's energy. All right. And so we welcome the fiddler's energy here today. So we're going to do some light language. We will do a few minutes of that, and then we will hand it over to Claudia to do the channeling as we do. That is the plan. And as usual, I don't really know what's going to happen. And I love it. I love that we can smile and laugh about it and have the humor about it. I think there is a necessary thing about that. We are meant to do that. So I don't know whether I'm standing up today, but I will do that, and I'll try to be in the microphone. I'll just pull it to me here and pull myself forward. How do I sound, Claudia?
Do you need to push that button?
I have pushed the button.
Well done.
Thank you. I remembered to put the musician's mode on. Otherwise, we don't hear anything. Okay, as long as that's the case. Have you remembered to push your button?
No, thank you.
But thank you for taking care of me like that. I do love it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ahin tofana kitatano takata maraye. O alamaya la malomolo la valele que la cola makitaye. O kale que lo folo colo makita falei la lota te mora que te fai. Ola que la ma ukala gata falo kuteta que lo kula que te fai to Ola kala mekitulo fatikito tai do radi karena shara ullo laile. Hira baba ba chutukuta matike teke te tola hiya ho fa hiam. Hikatapona kita inakutufana kita kunumahe. Oko la mahi la malemele mo mahi ya ho he he oh ya sokoro manatate tokola ikite fena go tamalai o ya Hi o katapana ko fai tai la moto. Take na mo ko fai a ke ramai ka ufai na. Oh, lahia ua. Tokoro rahi ta fai na. Te mene me ke shai ta fora mahi. Ramailo. Ramailo, ala molo kolama le la la lo 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 lo. Le lo la 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 vo lo lo va de la va la la va lo lam lam la. Lo la kato tambe la lo la gota lamo. Ile kile shukolo kato tala kila vai yo a. Oh, kera baba baba ba tu fai ramayu. Uchana tana tairam. Iza zora zaza mazeta tamaruaize. Zua zamvera kotaya. Oranta damaron tai karamai da topoko tanana stay da fry tai koroma shine da fry no go da da dai. Uai koroma he. Uai ramai ramai toaya karatoma. Today I will say to you, you who are awakened and you who are awakening, there will be many things coming your way in the months ahead, in the years ahead. And remember that this is the platform that you are creating for the next 10 years, for the transformation process that takes place for the next 10 years. We're at the brink of something amazing. We're at the time when we have crossed the threshold. We have done a lot of work. So remember that it is you are grown up. You have got grown up to be here, to hold the light and space for those that are awakening. And if you are awakening, if you have started your awakening, thank you for opening up, and thank you and welcome to the site. For those of you that are advanced in your awakening or on the journey that you understand that many are not awakened at this time, remember that you are now here to hold the light and space for these people, for these souls, for these energies, for these beings. But that does not mean taking on the pains of the people. It also means that you have got all the armor that you need for anything that is coming that you might deem gory. Now, you are protected, you have the guidance, you have the armor, you have been fitted with the armor of God for the next part of this mission that you are here on this planet for. Ora katamare ke tawhana ka saita porokoto, tamara ka shana karavatikoto. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, Rose. That was a very light energy that I felt, but also a bit of sadness when you were channeling. I think the message today is about becoming still and quiet within ourselves to allow us to hear those little voices, because they are not intrusive. They are not going to take over our decision making. They are a guidance, and it is up to us to listen to their guidance. It is up to us to make the effort to seek out the help that is around us and not wait for others to hold our hand, to steer us, or to take on responsibility for our process, for our awakening. We are very much responsible for ourselves. Very much responsible for acknowledging the lower feelings and searching for answers where they may come from and what we can do to counteract being disempowered, because that is what the lower feelings are showing us. Thinking of fear, blame, anger, frustration, dependence, anxiety, all of those are feelings that are holding us back. So really tune into them, and if you can't figure it out, be brave to ask your guidance system. Say, hey, what are my next practical steps to get out of these feelings? But it is up to you to take action. You cannot expect others to do it for you. Be brave. It is a process, and we are all on our own personal journeys. Be brave. Question everything around you. Question of old behaviors, old structures you are part of, old thoughts, beliefs, imprinted soul memories are still serving you. Have a real good look and take matters in your own hands. That is the way to move away from disempowerment to feeling empowered. Don't wait for other people or for anyone else to help and fix it. It's in your hands, and you have got all the guidance and support around you. That is our message for today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Along with this message, I feel there has been some healing and shifting of energy. My hands are moving, so there's a lot of energy shifting around us. So there will be extended and prolonged healing for each and every one of us. But I'm also asking for that to happen in our hours of rest, that it doesn't interfere with our day-to-day lives.
Yes, yes, yes. There was an interesting light language, wasn't it? I haven't done that language. I haven't heard that language before. I thought it was South Pacific. I thought it was Pacific Island initially. And then I could see the Hottentot people in Africa, in South Africa.
Yes, I thought it was African.
And then it sort of went Mm.
And I thought I heard like Vietnamese almost influence.
Yeah, the language I do have that, my language, not my soul's language, I'll say it like that, because I don't have anything to do with it. The soul has everything to do with it. The third dimensional me has nothing to do with it. Or physical me is what I mean. It was quite or it is something that I can slip between languages in my language when I'm delivering it. And I know that because I know that the sounds are different, the intonations are different, because sometimes it can sound very terreo and then suddenly it's sounding something I've never heard before, or all of that. So, we want to make this, we're not prolonging our time. We want to make this short, sweet, and beautiful for everybody. I will leave you with this, though, today from my end. Metatron's cloak has landed on us today. As I was doing the language, just as I was about to go into it, I saw Archangel Metatron's cloak coming down. And if you want to know what it looks like, it's got orange and fiery gold in it. So just imagine that beautiful cloak. And for me, I see a very transparent cloak. And then there's even some other blue stars and things like that. For me today, that's my vision of Archangel Metatron's cloak. I prayed to the sun this morning, and I had all sorts of colors coming through the sunshine. Because every time I looked up at it and I prayed to it, and then I closed my eyes, and then I opened my eyes again and looked at it, and then I closed my eyes and I could see different colors. But the sun is giving us very different colors. I've not experienced it to that point before, where you look into the sun. But anyway, maybe it's because I look at the sun more now than I ever did before. And perhaps it was always there and I didn't know it was there. So be well this week, and remember whatever you're going through in your life. And if you are just awakening, you need to do the basics of living every day, as in meditation, reflection, mindfulness practices. It has to come from within, and it has to come in your private space. It cannot come from an energy healer. And I'm bringing that in because this has been a topic with a few people this week. So remember that every one of us have had to do our private personal work. When you go to somebody for healing, for example, they can help you for that specific thing that you're going in that time. But you must come back home and do your own work for this transformation process to take place. This is a necessary thing we have to say to people. You have to get in tune with your higher self, because every one of us has got a higher self. We've got guardian angels and archangels looking after us. We've got ascended masters, ancestors, everybody looking after us. Every one of us has got it. So for day-to-day living, you need that. You need to be in tune with that. Okay. Thank you. I've said my say. Okay.
I feel very quiet today. The energy is very quiet. So maybe that is just the feeling of having to go within.
Yeah,
And
it is. It is. Speaking of the Arcturians, they are here. So don't feel so just because we haven't mentioned them doesn't mean they're not. They are. They will take the backseat when that's necessary. Remember that they will stand in the hallways and look and surround us with their protection. So they are there. And we will talk. They are working with us. This week I had a confirmation that I got in August last year that I was going to be working with the Arcturians, and I just thought I'd mention that because we need to say that this is it. And also, it would be boring if every week went the same way. Or the same guy turned up every week.
Well, I think the energy is shifting so quickly at the moment.
It's the one. Yeah.
So quickly.
Yes. Yes.
That we do need to pause and
Yes.
take time for ourselves.
Yes, definitely.
Make sure our physical bodies are well and looked after. Just enjoy our physical incarnation and go outside and just enjoy having a body, being
Yeah.
able to touch
Yeah.
things, to feel things, to see things with our, physical eyes.
That's
and
right.
physical-
Yeah, and in the moment, like Friday, we had a beautiful sunshiny day in Auckland. And, I just, after my Friday morning session, I took the dog out, had coffee with a friend, and I just stayed out. I didn't come back in for like 5 hours.
Nice.
And so we need that because we're missing out on these things that we took for granted a while back. Not a very far while back, but how many days do you see the sun these days or experience the sun? Okay, everyone.
Thank you.
Anything more you want to say, Claudia, before we say goodbye?
Have a good week.
Yes, that's it. Yes.
Yeah.
Namaste
Thank
and good
you.
week to all of you.
Yeah. Thank
you
you.
so much. Much love, everyone. Much love. Everyone, even the guides that are here that we didn't acknowledge today, but thank you, all the guides. Thank you, the Fiddler, whoever you are.
Thank you for everyone who helped us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Healing has definitely been happening. I can feel it.
Definitely been happening. Yes.
Very quietly. Yeah.
Okay. Bye-bye. Namaste. See you next time.
Thank you.